In the foggy dungeons of the Italian capital, among hidden tunnels and ancient sewers, there was a secret that had long been forgotten by the world, but not by those who dared to dig deeper. Mario was a simple plumber who worked in Monte Sisto, an old neighborhood of Rome. Every day, he repaired pipes, fixed leaks, and dealt with the usual plumbing problems, unaware that one day his life would change forever. He had an old key that he inherited from his grandfather, who once worked here in the dungeons of Rome. Mario always thought it was just a family heirloom, but that day it became the key to an ancient mystery. One day he accidentally stumbled upon a strange crack in one of the underground tunnels. He decided to examine it more closely and discovered something strange, a door covered with mysterious hieroglyphs and incomprehensible symbols. It was dark inside, but Mario couldn't help himself. He took his key and inserted it into the old bronze keyhole. The door opened with a deafening screech, and a huge underground gallery appeared in front of him, hidden from prying eyes for centuries. Something cold touched his shoulder. Mario turned around sharply, but saw no one. Suddenly, an ancient echo could be heard in the air. It wasn't just a pipe. It was a place where an ancient civilization hid its powerful artifacts, those that could control time and space. Mario didn't know, but he found himself in the middle of an ancient dark magic that once consumed this city. As soon as he crossed the threshold, everything froze. Mario heard footsteps in the distance, as if someone was walking on the marble floor, but there was no one in sight. Suddenly, a dark figure emerged from the shadows. The silhouette was tall and menacing, his eyes glowing yellow. It was an ancient creature that had awakened from a 1,000-year slumber, and it was looking for the one who had freed it, a plumber who happened to be on the verge of a terrible curse. "You broke the ban, Mario," said a voice that echoed throughout the dungeon. "Now you are my hostage in this world, and you will pay for opening this path." The ancient creature was not just a guardian. It was the embodiment of the very magic contained in these dungeons. Legend said that it was connected with a cursed vessel, and if it was released, all the inhabitants of the city would forever fall into the power of these dark forces. Mario wasn't scared. He was a plumber. He always had the key to solving any problem. He knew that every pipe has a weak point, and every system, even one as powerful as this one, has its vulnerabilities. He jumped forward, and in his hands was an antique wrench, the last artifact his grandfather had left him. Suddenly, the old pipes under his fingernails began to crackle, and the air was filled with an unknown energy. "Do you think you can beat me with this?" the creature whispered mockingly, but Mario was ready. He forcefully hit the stone slab on the floor with the key, and suddenly there was a deafening explosion of light and sound. The magic of the ancient pipes, concentrated in the deepest catacombs, broke free. After a moment, everything went quiet. Mario opened his eyes. He was standing in an old dungeon, but now it was flooded with light and cleanliness. The ancient creature disappeared, and the world around him returned to its usual state. He didn't know what had happened to him, but one thing was clear. His life would never be the same again. Mario returned to the surface, but the shadow of an ancient power remained in his heart forever. He knew that he would always struggle with whatever was hidden in the darkness, whether it was ancient magic or a faulty faucet. He had a key in his hand, and he was ready to open any door.